Greetings, Turks and Caicos. This is the 3-day public weather forecast issued on Monday, February 2nd, 2026. For the general situation, high pressure ridging and a cool, dry air mass will remain in place across the Turks and Caicos Islands through tonight, keeping temperatures cooler than usual and rain chances very low. Strong breezes will persist due to a tight pressure pattern, resulting in hazardous marine conditions today. Special warnings: there's a high risk of dangerous rip currents and rough surf along all Atlantic-facing shorelines. The public is urged to remain out of the water until further notice. Overtopping waves and sea spray may also cause coastal flooding along northern and western roadways today. Motorists and pedestrians should avoid these areas, especially during high tide cycle. Today's forecast calls for partly cloudy to cloudy skies through tonight. There's a small craft advisory in effect. Winds are northwesterly at 15 to 20 knots with gusts up to 25 knots. Seas in the Caicos Bank 4 to 6 feet. And on the Atlantic side, 6 to 9 feet near shore, building up to 12 feet offshore in northwesterly to northerly swells. The daytime high temperature is expected to rise to 75 degrees Fahrenheit, and the overnight low temperature a chilly 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Sunset will be at 5:38 p.m. The next high tide is at 2:28 p.m. and the next low tide is at 8:15 p.m. Now taking a look at the extended forecast. That high pressure will shift and center north of the area by midweek, and that will maintain breezy conditions across the Turks and Caicos Islands. Low-level moisture from the Atlantic may spark a few brief showers on Tuesday and Wednesday, and by Thursday, pre-frontal troughing ahead of an advancing cold front will increase cloudiness and the chance of showers, with an isolated thunderstorm possible late in Thursday evening into Friday. Forecast for Tuesday: some brief passing showers possible during the day, partly cloudy with a high near 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Tuesday night, mostly fair with a low around 69 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be coming from the north to northeast at 10 to 15 knots with gusts up to 20 knots. Seas in the Caicos Bank 2 to 4 feet, and on the Atlantic side 6 to 9 feet, building up to 11 feet offshore in northerly swells. Forecast for Wednesday: partly cloudy with a high near 79 degrees Fahrenheit. Wednesday night, some isolated showers possible overnight. Mostly fair with a low around 70 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds coming from the northeast to east at 10 to 15 knots with gusts up to 20 knots. Seas in the Caicos Bank 2 to 4 feet, and on the Atlantic side 4 to 6 feet, building up to 8 feet offshore in northerly swell, and then subsiding to 3 to 6 feet after 8 p.m. that night. And that is the 3-day public weather forecast issued on Monday, February 2nd, 2026 by the Turks and Caicos Islands National Weather Service. The next 3-day forecast will be issued on Wednesday.